Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening to everyone. My name is Muhammad Farhan bin Rosili and my matrix number is 208240. Today I will present to you about the introduction about the glider. So firstly, the glider is derived from the words from the Middle English word which is gliden, and glider is a type of aircraft which does not require any type of fuel. The glider use energy from the conservation of energy, and there are variety type of glider aircraft which are sport of gliding, hang gliding, paragliding, military gliders, and beside the fun fact is that the paper planes and balsa woods glider also can be counted as a glider type. So uh, next, the glider is rapidly developed during the 1920s because of the interwar duration. So during that time, they're using the glider for the military purpose to war, and they also use the glider to escape during the war. And lastly, as the pilot begin to understand the usage of glider, they used to develop a new technique to use the glider, which is lift to drag ratio. So next, so this is the sketch of the glider. That's all from me.
Hello everyone, my name is Salam Abdullah Batafi and my matric number is 204987. For today's presentation, I'm going to present about the glider and the parts of the glider. A glider has many of the same parts as an airplane, and those parts of the gliders are the fuselage, wings, control surfaces, and landing gear. The first part of the glider, which is the fuselage. The gliders, along with the most other aircraft, are designed to have skins that are as smooth as possible to allow the plane to slip more easily through the air. Early gliders were constructed from wood covered with a canvas, and later versions were constructed from aluminum with the structured aluminum skins that were much smoother. Nowadays, in many modern gliders, composite construction using materials such as fiberglass and carbon fiber are quickly replacing aluminum. The second part of the glider, which is the wings. However, if you look at a glider next to a conventional powered plane, you will notice a significant difference in the wings. Wings have both shape and function similar in general, and those on gliders are longer and narrower than those on conventional aircraft. The third part of the glider, which is the control surface. Glider use the same control surfaces, movable sections of the wing and tail that are found on the conventional planes to control the direction of flight. And the ailerons and elevator are controlled using a single control stick between the pilot's legs. However, the control surface consists of three parts, which are the ailerons and elevator and rudder. The ailerons are the movable sections cut into the trailing edge of the wing, and the elevator horizontal stabilizer. The elevator is the movable horizontal wing-like structure on the tail. And the last part of the control surface, which is the rudder, the vertical stabilizer. The rudder is the vertical wing-like structure on the tail. And the last part of the glider, which is called a landing gear. And this landing gear, another way to reduce the size of the an airplane to reduce the landing gear. The landing gear on a glider typically consists of a single wheel mounted just below. Moving on to our last point at this presentation, which is the materials and components of a glider. Subsequent designs lead to a fuselage made of fabric covered sea turbine glued to wood and fabric wings for lightness and strength. However, new materials such as carbon fiber and fiberglass, as we have mentioned earlier, and also the glass reinforced plastic, which is called the GRP. And the most high performance gliders are built of composites instead of metal or wood with a gel coat finish. And the transition to high performance gliders, development of checklists and disciplines during glider assembly and disassembly, and other considerations for gel coat care include extreme cold stocking. However, the most modern glider designs today include the use of carbon fiber, typically in the fuselage and sometimes in the wings. In designing glider, the main problem is deflection elimination. If you are careful and slowly adhere to each launch of well-timed model, you will find that at some point more power actually reduces the launch flight. Just think of simple carbon fiber composite between carbon and glow only. is a function of three factors. First factor it's the strength and modulus of the carbon fiber and the glue, and the second factor is the carbon fiber too is oriented. And the third factor, the stiffness or strength in the amount of each material, glue and carbon fiber used in the composition. And this is the end of my presentation. And thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Izhar bin Ismail. My metric number 206200. I'm going to talk about design specialty. We use carbon fiber composite because it does not corrode like metal, so we can use our glider for a long time period. Our glider can be built with a light weight, and it will increase the crash protection and improve the landing gear. It also provides excellent fatigue and good impact resistance, so we can reduce the maintenance cost. Our glider designed with a small, light and smooth surface fuselage to allow the glider fly through the air with little parasitic drag. Our glider also built with a shorter wing to reduce the overall weight. Therefore, the material used and cost can be reduced. It is also possible to get smaller wedge area, which is the surface area of the plane that directly meets the air mass, and this will decrease the drags. It can also exploit the weak microlift or small thermal, which is the column of warm, rising air that sailplane commonly use to climb, and this will contribute to the better lift and longer run between thermal. Lastly, we use gel coat finish to allow the glider achieve a high degree smooth surface to optimize the aerodynamic qualities and for UV protection.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Faiz Ramli and my matrix number is 203717. And now I'm going to talk about our opinion why our glider design will be functioning well. The first reason is the fuselage. It is designed so that it can attach all the components and support all the load at the ground. Second, there's a wing that designed to create lift that makes glider fly. We have two names of wings. First is sport wing and second is starboard wing. At the wing, we have aileron that control the chamber to decrease the lift of each side by removing opposite of it. Third is the tail, T-tail, which means that it can avoid the disturbed airflow behind wings and fuselage. It gives it smooth and faster airflow at elevator. Fourth is the horizontal stabilizer helps the glider to stable from nose to tail so that it can fly freely. The vertical stabilizer also functions to reduce aerodynamic, side slip, and give stable direction. With all this equipment, we can ensure that the glider can function well. So that's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening to everyone. So today I will present to you about the benefits of the glider. So the agency that I choose is a government agency. So the first benefits of the glider is the glider could also become a tourism attraction because there are not many countries could provide this type of sport. This is because the glider is an exotic sport which is rare to the world itself. So next, the government agency could also make a money from this kind of sport because they can charge fee for the glider driving license. So in order for you to pilot this glider, you have to have a driving license. Lastly, the government could also introduce a complete course toward the pilot. This is because the pilot also need to have a vast amount of knowledge about a few of things, which is the air law, air general knowledge, flight performance, and other things. So, the government could charge a fee towards the course itself.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Amirul, my metric number 207152. I will present about environmental effect. So first of all, the production of carbon fiber requires ton of energy, which is the same as 14 times as steel. It's also released a large number of greenhouse gas. But as you know, carbon fiber has longer life cycle, lighter than steel, so it will have fewer emissions. About recycling carbon fiber, it is a hard process and also a high cost, very expensive. It uses mechanism named pyrolysis, which requires high temperature and also oxygenless because it don't want to catch up with fire. So then the product will get a shorter fiber. So the conclusion for environmental effect, it needs more resources to recycle carbon fiber, but it's safer for the atmosphere in long run because carbon fiber has a very long life cycle rather than steel, which we need to change it in many times rather than carbon fiber. So that's all. Thank you.